Welcome to another episode of On the Pitch. I'm Travis Jepaway.
And I am Emmanuel Palacios. Today we go into the NBA Finals and what's going on, as well as more NBA news. We talk about the NHL and the Stanley Cup Finals and what's going on there.
And then I have a few quick shout-outs, briefly mentioning different parts of different sports, as well as our RIP section and tweets of the day.
Right.
Now, starting off, NBA. We can't start off the NBA news without talking about the finals first because It's a big deal. It's a major deal. And Golden State, they're injured.
Yeah.
They're really injured. Looney has a fractured right collarbone. He's out indefinitely. So, I mean, that's a vital part of a basketball player's game right there. So, he's out. KD is, last I checked, a possibility.
For Game 4. Not even Game 3 is out.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it's bad.
Yeah.
But do they need him?
Yeah, and we have to talk about Clay as well, because Clay is also one of the. Well, let's start off with with Looney, because he's a player who a lot of people would say is not as important to the Warriors, and I would say if he's if he's playing and he gets a lot of minutes by Steve Kerr gives Kevin Looney a lot of minutes. He's an important player. Right, he's an important role player, and he's done a good job so far in the finals. I liked his Game 1 and his Game 2. Game 3 obviously got hurt. Game 2 he got hurt and out for the series, indefinitely injured.
Yeah, Looney I think is one of those players. He just flies under the radar, and everyone just sort of dismisses him until times like this when he's injured and he's not out there playing, and then it's like, hey, wait a minute,
right?
What's going on here?
The good thing about this is that Andrew Bogut played pretty well in his replacement, as his replacement. So the minutes that I saw from Andrew Bogut, I was, impressed. There was a couple plays where Draymond lobbed it to him, and I thought, Andrew Bogut, a little older now. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he still had it in the paint, but he obviously does because he was catching lobs. He was playing. His defense has always been a little iffy. He's been mostly stagnant on defense, but I liked what I saw in Game 2, and they're gonna have to go to him. They're gonna have to go to him with Kevin Looney out. Now, KD, let's go to Klay Thompson, because Klay Thompson is...
Honestly, I don't have much to say about KD anyway. Right. I mean, they've proven that they don't really need it. Like, he's come up big before. I mean, he is a good player. Like, I don't want to completely dismiss that. But I don't know how much he's actually needed right now. I mean...
Yeah. Well, we're going to see what happens in Game 3, which is Wednesday night, because that's going to be a huge indication. Mm-hmm. We don't have word yet if Klay is going to go. We're most likely assuming he's going to play. Yeah. KD is obviously out. Looney's obviously out. Iguodala has been banged up a little bit, but he's probably going to play. So in Game 3 is where we're going to see. And the Warriors are at an advantage, obviously, at Oracle Arena. They're at home. And Toronto, Game 3s, Game 5s, and Game 7s are the most important games of the series. Those odd games are super crucial, And Toronto's got to take one. They got to take one of these games here, and after losing Game 2, really. So
they really do. I read somewhere. I think Golden State, with that win on the road, they set an NBA all-time best for winning a road game in 23 consecutive series or something that. That's crazy.
And now they're in Oracle, and they've only lost one time at Oracle in the whole playoffs, and that was to the Clippers back in the first round. So can Toronto come in here to Oracle Arena and sneak a win? That's going to be something. I think. They did it in Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. We talked about in the Eastern Conference Finals. We were like, someone's got to win a road game. Yeah. And when someone wins a road game, they're going to be in the driver's seat. Exactly. Now Toronto has to win one here, because there's no way that they can let these two games go by. But then if they do, then the Warriors have a 3-1 lead.
Exactly. Then, we know how that can be, though.
Yeah, that's a little. Things get interesting there, but they don't have the Raptors. Don't have LeBron. Yes, they do have Kawhi, but they don't have Kyrie, and they don't have Kevin Love. They don't have guys who can bring them back like that. So Klay Thompson, we have some tweets about Klay Thompson and an update on him, right?
Yes. I actually have some tweets here from Marcus Thompson. He's the sports writer for The Athletic. Covers the Warriors. Yeah. There's three of them. I'm going to say I'm here in consecutive order. So the first, Klay said last year's high ankle sprain was a much worse position than I am in now.
Okay.
So that's a good sign. Yeah. I think that's positive. He followed that up by saying Clay said any pain and he might not play.
I don't believe that.
But he followed it saying they are thinking about the rest of the series. Sounds like the extra 2 days could go a long way.
Mm-hmm.
I read that and I'm like, oh shoot, that means he's going to be out. But then right after it said Clay said it's only a few movements he feels pain, which he thinks is encouraging.
Yeah, he's definitely playing.
He's playing.
There's no way
he's playing.
Play. I think Clay is one of those guys who would play through the pain anyway.
He would, yeah.
Yeah, I just think that Clay's a guy who would do that, especially in the finals.
Wasn't it Steve Kerr that was saying that like right after the game when Clay got injured, he asked Clay how he was doing, and Clay said, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." But Kerr followed by mentioning that Clay would say that even if he was about to die.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think anyone in the finals would say that. I want to mention also that Kawhi is hobbled too. He is, he's still suffering from the injuries that he had in the Eastern Conference Finals, and that's very apparent when you see him in those in sequences where there's little breaks. So I remember in this finals, at least, there's been a lot of possessions that go back and forth super quickly. They miss a shot here, they run back. Someone misses a shot here, they go back. There's no sets, and it's been fast paced. When it finally stops and it's time for Kawhi to go back on defense, you see that he's much slower on defense. He's been beat by Klay Thompson pretty badly a couple times. Steph Curry has beat him a couple times to the rack. So you can tell that he's not at 100%, and you need Kawhi at 100%. But since he's not, these other guys are going to have to step up Game 3 in an already tough environment.
Already tough, yeah.
So that's the update so far in the NBA Finals. Game 3 Wednesday night. It's going to be a good one. The first two have been good, and there's no doubt
they've actually been really fun. I'm really surprised. I was not looking forward to seeing the Warriors in the finals again, but...
Is Drake going to be there? I'm pretty sure he's going to be in the Bay.
He's got to be there.
Yeah.
He's got to be there.
The ambassador's going to be there.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
I think everybody actually enjoys that. I know a lot of Golden State players, they really enjoy it.
They enjoy it. There's no way they don't enjoy it, yeah. I mean, they're all cool with him. It's not. Draymond's cool with them. KD obviously is cool with them.
Exactly, and it adds more of like a friendly competition, which, I don't know, it's good. Let them have some fun, because ultimately I think teams that have fun are the ones that win, so.
Well, that's a good take.
Anyways, moving on. Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis. So, I read that there are trade rumors opening up.
Oh, really?
Again.
Trade rumors?
Again.
What a surprise.
About Anthony Davis. I read that and I've started to wonder, now, is New Orleans copying Houston's, their move here? Are they just throwing Anthony Davis up on the trade block just for talk? Or are they really going to trade him? Because they're bringing in Zion now. Are they going to look to trade Anthony Davis for a group of young players that they know will complement Zion well? Or are they just doing this for fun, just to mess with people, and then they're going to put AD and Zion together and go from there? I really don't know, and I want to know what you think about this.
Yeah, here's my takes on this. I definitely believe that, well, first of all, we know that they have a whole new management right now in New Orleans. They got David Griffin, and they hired a couple other guys to I think it's strong. It's now a strong management system. David Griffin was great in Cleveland, and you got a couple other guys who I can't remember the names right now, but they look like solid dudes, have a good track record in their previous occupations. So they wanted to start fresh. They obviously, any team who has a superstar would obviously like to keep their superstar. New Orleans would love to keep Anthony Davis. There's no doubt about that. And they've had discussions. David Griffin said, we're going to go in there and talk to Anthony Davis about possibly staying here. And we know that they talked about it this week. And now the rumors came out a couple days ago, I think, or yesterday, that Anthony Davis, that the Pelicans are listening to trade offers. Mm-hmm. Right? So that tells me already that this is not for fun. They're going to trade him. They're at least going to look to trade him. Whether they like a package or not, that's up to them. But it's clear Anthony Davis does not want to be there. Now it's just them.
You think it's him that doesn't want to be there?
He definitely does not want to be there. Definitely does not want to be there. Even with Zion, because
I thought he had like a commitment to that team.
Yeah, he does.
I thought he was going to be someone that they mutually they work together to stay.
But see, that's the thing. Like there's a lot of players in this league who have started like that. They're like, yes, I want to stay here. I want to stay here. I want to stay here. Yeah. But not many go the Kobe route, go
That's
the
true.
Dirk route, you know, and even those guys were like, trade me at one point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Kobe wanted to get traded to Detroit, he wanted to get traded to Chicago, he wanted to get traded, you know. So there's moments in Kobe's history where he was like, I want to get out. The same thing could be said for Anthony Davis. Whether he gets out or not is yet to be seen. But what we need to know is that yes, trade offers are being sent in right now, and now New Orleans can pull the trigger if they want. And remember, this is his last year now as a Pelican. Now it's you either trade him or you lose him for nothing, right? So that's going to be really crucial. Now they just sift through all those offers. Obviously, the Knicks are going to be out there. I think now with after free agency, there's going to be other teams that are like, all right, if we get a superstar, maybe we go and trade for him, right? Like I'll just give a wild example. If Kemba Walker re-signs with Charlotte, Charlotte's like, yo, it's not going to happen. What I'm saying is that other teams can be like, all right. And if Toronto keeps Kawhi, after OKC has kept Paul George, trading for those superstars, even with 1 year left on their deal, that can become a huge trend. You know,
That's true.
So that's something to keep in mind. It's not a Houston thing. I think Houston just wants to get better. This team they're completely different spectrums. I think that New Orleans, if they trade for Anthony Davis, they're going to get young guys. Definitely, they're not going to get a Kawhi for a DeMar DeRozan thing. It's not going to be a star for a star. It's going to be picks and young guys. So it depends what they like best.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
It's going to be interesting because free agency is interesting, and then trade season is interesting, and it's all right there. So
exactly, and with some of the big names out there right now, it's really a toss-up on what's going to happen.
Right.
Speaking of big names, I got to bring this up just because I have to nonstop give you.
Yeah.
You know, just I got to give you crap about this.
Yes, I know you do. You
Kyrie Irving. Now I saw that Colin Cowherd reported.
Now Colin Cowherd. You can't always trust this guy.
I know.
He's a great voice. Colin Cowherd. I watch Colin Cowherd. You know, I watch his show. I watched him back in ESPN. He's a great person to listen to. He has great takes. Do I think he's in? You know, do I think he has sources like that? I don't think he does like that. But he's a great voice. But if you want to say,
honestly, I'm really, really, really glad that you brought that up because that really plays in to where I'm taking this.
I want you to say, say what he said, and I'll tell you why I'm like, I don't know about that.
So, he reported that Kyrie Irving is 75% leaning towards signing with the Brooklyn Nets.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I saw this, and again, keeping that same factor in mind that of where it's coming from, I said, all right, time out. This is Kyrie Irving, who is very open about his dislike of the media and very open about wanting to be his own person and make his own moves without people knowing. Like, it's none of your business. Let me do my thing. So, I'm wondering if this is just Kyrie having fun. Going to somebody like Colin Cowherd and saying, hey, just to let you know. That way he could put it out there and just to cause a buzz, just for fun, to get people off his back about something else. Like, here, now you have something to worry about. Stop talking to me. Go talk to someone else and go do your thing and leave me alone. Let me do my thing. Like, I'm really wondering if he's going to do that. But I'm also wondering, is he actually considering the Nets? Because I know we somewhat discussed things like this before. But I still think it's a cover-up. He's going to the Lakers. Hashtag Kyrie to the Lakers.
This is my thing about Kyrie. First of all, I find it hard to believe that Kyrie would call anyone and say, you know what, I'm 75% sure I'm going to go to the Nets. Like, that's not something that anyone ever says. Like, how can you be 75%? Like, that makes no sense to me, first of all. Like, no way or another. You can say, oh, I'm considering the Nets, I'm considering the Lakers, I'm considering whatever place you want to be at, the Knicks. I'm considering returning to the Celtics. Either one of those things, you can say that. I'm considering it. But for someone to say, I'm 75% sure I'm going to go to this team. Like, when it comes to percentages like that, I'm like, I don't know about that. Like, when someone says a percentage, I'm just like, already I'm a little wary about that. You know, do I think he's like? I know for sure. Look, I'm not saying that he's not considering the Lakers. I know he is, because he's played with LeBron. It's proven to be a good duo. Mm-hmm. And obviously the Lakers would be better with Kyrie, in my opinion. A good scorer to complement Lonzo Ball. Or if you want to trade Lonzo Ball, trade him to the Pelicans and get Anthony Davis. then you have that. You have a great trio right there, the best trio in the league, definitely by far. Whatever the case, it's a good matchup. The same can be said of Kyrie in Brooklyn. If Kyrie goes to Brooklyn, then you can say, all right, we can pair him up with D'Lo, see what happens there, or we can let him roll with Dinwiddie, and it'd be Kyrie and Dinwiddie, along with the other young guys that they have over there.
See, what's funny is I was wondering, what if, and I didn't look into the money factor of this, but what if Kyrie goes to Brooklyn, and so does AD?
I mean, that's the thing.
And then at that point,
teams are
Klay Thompson would have to go to the Lakers, right?
Okay, this is the thing. This is a whole. Now, this is what I love. This is like the whole what if, right?
Yeah.
This is what it hinges on. It hinges on if the Warriors win the finals, or if they lose the finals. If the Warriors win the finals, then KD is gone.
Yeah,
he's gone.
Yeah.
If the Warriors lose the finals, then KD is like, all right, y'all lost the finals because I didn't play. Now I can show y'all that the Warriors do need me to win. So he stays with the Warriors, resigns with the Warriors. Now they have money committed to KD that they could have committed to Klay Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
So Klay Thompson's like, yo, are you guys gonna give me my max still, or am I gonna, what's the deal here? And the Warriors, in my opinion, are probably gonna prioritize KD if KD's like, you know what, I'll think about staying. So then Klay Thompson is like, yo, all right, well then this happens, and then this happens, and this happens. But this is what I was saying. If Kyrie signs with the Nets, for example, then the Nets can be like, all right, well, we have Kyrie. Let's pair him up with AD. Let's pair him up with this guy. Let's pair him up with that guy. Let's get Bradley Beal in the trade. So it's a huge discussion point, and it all hinges on things that don't seem related, but they are. Yeah. So and when it comes to Kyrie to the Lakers, I still don't think it's going to happen. Stephen A. Smith has said that he's 100% sure that's not going to happen. He's one of those guys who I put in Colin Cowherd's boat as a guy who I don't think is really sourced in, but he has great takes because they're logical. This is a logical take that he would not want to pair up with LeBron again. And I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe that he's an East Coast guy. That's logical. He's an East Coast guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate how people say, oh, well, he was in L.A. He was just chilling in L.A. right now. He went to dinner with LeBron, so he's going to the Lakers. Like, come on.
I mean, he was doing the same stuff in New York, though, recently.
He was in New York, and now he's going to go to Brooklyn and this and that.
Yeah.
Kyrie's going to go where Kyrie thinks he's going to fit best. And I think he prefers to be alone. He prefers to be alone. He does. I mean, as much as him and LeBron work, he prefers to be by himself.
Yeah.
And that's just the case. So that's why Brooklyn and New York are the place to go, and that's why I don't think he's going to pair up with KD. So I think KD goes to New York, the Knicks, and Kyrie goes to Brooklyn.
That would make things interesting.
It would, and then both of those two teams are back on the map.
Yeah.
So it helps. I mean, Brooklyn's already on the map. New York would be back on the map, obviously, with KD.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I think so far about that.
All right, so I think that's our NBA news for now.
NBA news. Gotta love it.
So, gonna go ahead and move on real quick here to the NHL. Now, if you listen to previous podcasts, I said that the Boston Bruins will win the Stanley Cup Finals. I'm sticking to that.
Okay.
I'm absolutely sticking to that. But the Bruins are headed back to their own home ice for Game 5. Series is tied at 2.
2 apiece, man.
This is where things get interesting, though. The tallest player in the NHL plays for the Bruins, Zdeno Chara. He took a puck to the face and broke his jaw.
Yeah.
Now, it was actually really kind of a gruesome one. There's a little bit of blood. No big deal. It's typical for hockey. Like, no big deal.
Typical for
a lot
hockey,
of the time they go
not
back.
For the regular human.
They'll spit a tooth out. They'll get stitched up or something real quick, and then they're back out on the ice. No big deal. Now, this was in the second period. He came back out and sat on the bench for the third period. He did not go back on the ice. He had a full mask as if he potentially would go out there, but he did not. There's really a lot of question regarding his injury at this point. The last I checked, there's really no update on how well he's doing, if he's going to, in fact, play. The game's going to be Thursday night. If he's going to play or not, it's a big question. But the other real big blow to them is Grzelcyk. Yeah. Now, he's on concussion protocol. He was out on the ice skating today in a red jersey. It's the non-contact jersey. So he is out. He is participating. They're kind of just waiting for him to clear that concussion protocol and put him back out there on the ice because they really only have one other person that could fill his shoes, well, between him and Chara, only one other person that has any postseason experience. Right. Everyone else is basically a rookie. Now, that's going to be a huge blow to the Bruins if they can't have both of those players out there on the ice.
Right.
Or even one of them. Huge blow to them. So that has me worried, but not worried enough only due to the fact that Game 5 will be in Boston.
But see, the thing is that both teams have won already in their away.
Mm-hmm.
Boston has won in St. Louis, and St. Louis has won in Boston.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's like going to be a huge factor. I see this. I relate it to the Warriors right now. Boston is injured, and so is Golden State. So they both have key players because these guys are key players, like massively key.
They are.
Charles, one of the best defensemen in the league. Now,
I mean, he's like 43 years old, and the dude still is out there, one of the top players. Like, it's incredible.
Definitely. But hockey players, they last a long time. A lot of them last a long time. So that's Game 5. Crucial. Game 5 is always crucial. I'm gonna stick with St. Louis though. I think that they're gonna get a dub in this Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah, one thing I do want to add about Char though, looks like I passed it out. He is one of the obviously like the veteran presence for the Bruins. He's one of the support systems basically for the entire team. He brings them together. He's their emotional support, just everything about it. That's why he went back out there on the bench because he even said, I want to be there with my teammates. Like, he's going to be there no matter what to try and bring everyone together. And knowing some hockey players, knowing people that have played in the NHL, I know, I mean, any sport really, the brotherhood that comes behind it once you're on a team with someone and you have that bond with them. I think the Bruins are really going to step it up for him. I really do. I think Game 5 is going to be really interesting. It's probably going to be more like Game 3.
Yeah.
When it was just like, what was it, like 7-2 or something absurd, like just absolutely have St. Louis blown out of the water. Just bye.
Well, we'll have to see about that. I don't know. I think it's gonna be another. I thought Game 4 was great, and this one I feel like it's gonna be pretty similar to that. I think all the games from now on are gonna be. There's gonna be no more blowouts, in my opinion. It's gonna be close.
Game 4, I thought Game 4 was a bit sloppy on the Bruins side. I think that had a lot to do with what they're going through, but they'll pull out of it. It's the Bruins. They have to.
We'll have to see about that.
They have to.
Anyway, right, let's move on.
All right. Quick shout-outs. Just because I can't go this podcast without bringing some of this stuff up. Jay Bruce. Jay Bruce has been around in the league for a while.
Yeah, he has.
He just got traded over to the Phillies. All right, so where's he going to play? You know, you got decent outfielders already. You got the Kutch out there. Well, unfortunately, Kutch tore his ACL. He's out for now. Luckily, they have Jay Bruce to replace him. Now, that happened in their second to last game. This is where it gets really, really, really fun for me. Because I love baseball. I absolutely love it. I know you do too.
Yeah, I do love it.
So, Jay Bruce, his very first start for the Phillies, he comes out. He went 3 for 4, hitting 1 double and 2 home runs, bringing in 6 RBIs.
Mm-hmm.
Did I mention one of those home runs was a grand slam?
Yeah.
Top of the 5th inning. Top of the 5th inning. And he just, goodbye. They had a 2-run lead, and that jumped to a 6-run lead real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely amazing.
This is my only problem with this. It's one game. And
I know it's only one game, but that was on the road too.
Jay Bruce is one of those guys who he has big games here and there, and then the rest of the year it's like, why is he getting traded? First of all, guys who get traded like this, there's a reason why they're getting traded.
It's true, but sometimes guys they thrive in other atmospheres.
Yeah,
and for him to start with
do I
this
think
as
he's
his
going to
first
have
game,
another game? Yeah, obviously it's a great story. Do I think he's going to have another game like this? No, he's not. I think this is a guy now at this point in his career. At this point in his career, he's a 1 for 4 guy, 2 for 5 guy who gets a big hit here and there, home run, whatever the case. And now are you going to tell me now that they lost Andrew McCutchen that they're done making moves? They're going to acquire another outfielder.
They have to.
They have to because Jay Bruce is not a guy you can start every day no more.
No, he's really not. But
great story, Grand Slam. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
It's gotta feel bad for Andrew McCutchen. He's already a little older, and at this point in his career, it's.
He took to Twitter afterward too. Yeah. I saw a tweet from him and just said 3 simple words, or 4, I think it was. Pray for me, please.
Yeah, pray for me. Yeah. and we got the news later that day that it was a torn ACL.
Yep.
So, yeah, hopefully he comes back from that next year, bounces back. And Jay Bruce, I mean, I'll root for him. Well, I'll root for him as much as I can because he's on the Phillies at the end of the day. So I can't root for the Phillies that much.
It's true.
Yeah. Another quick shout out to hand out, I think, college softball. The College Softball World Series.
World Series.
The championship series ended on Tuesday night, and it was UCLA, the number 2 ranked team, against Oklahoma, the number 1 ranked team. First game, I don't know what the score was, but it was bad. It was like 16, I think, or 15 to like 3 or 4 or something like that. UCLA completely blew Oklahoma out of the water. And then game 2 yesterday, great game all around. Walk off to win the national championship, UCLA softball.
Yeah,
great
and
story.
Oklahoma has won the national championship 2 out of the past 3 years.
Yeah.
So this is big news.
I was
UCLA.
rooting for Oklahoma because first of all, I'm an SC fan, so I'm always gonna root against UCLA. Nothing against them. I love Rachel Garcia. She's the Otani of college softball. She can pitch and she can hit. She had like that walk-off home run, I think, in the previous round, and after pitching 7 innings of great, 7 innings and like struck out I don't know how many people, but she's. I was like, yo, this girl can ball. But on Oklahoma, I was rooting for them because I think that it was a team really full of seniors. I like their story, and my favorite college softball player. Another shout out, Sidney Romero, leadoff, third baseman, number 2 for Oklahoma. Marry me. Anyways, yeah, but I was hoping that Oklahoma would win, and they did not. But California school, that's
See, I personally like it because going with the whole theme of us liking to oppose each other, I'm a UCLA guy. I'm anti-USC, so it happens.
Yeah.
But I want to throw in a tweet here I saw from ESPN Stats Info. It says UCLA wins the 12th Women's College World Series title, 4 more than any other Division I program.
Wow.
It's UCLA's 118th NCAA team title, the second most of any school behind Stanford at 123.
Wow. Yeah.
That's UCLA pride right there.
Definitely is. So shout out to UCLA softball.
Well done, girls. Now the third one. Third and last shout out. I have to bring this up because it was... All right. So I'm watching baseball yesterday, and I see an absolutely ridiculous score.
Yeah.
Ridiculous score. You got the Marlins versus the Brewers. Now, I looked at this before the game even started, and I said, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah. Brewers all the way.
Yeah, hands down. But then I looked at the score, and I saw 16-0 Marlins.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you got to be kidding me. What in the world just happened? So, naturally, that's all I did last night is rewatch the game. Basic baseball, good things, ups and downs. It's fun. One team scoring, the other team blanking. But 9th inning, this made my life. This made my absolute life. The Brewers, instead of going to their pen and taxing more arms, they called out their utility infielder, Hernan Perez. This guy, honestly, you have to go look at the recap. You have to watch this guy pitching. Mm-hmm. So, I should mention, this now made his 6th time going into a game and pitching. Only once did he give up 5 runs. The other 5 times he went out there, scoreless. I think that's incredible to begin with.
Yeah.
Incredible to begin with. But his delivery is what really did it.
Oh, I saw that. That was...
This guy is up there shimmying on the mound in a Johnny Cueto sort of way.
Yeah, exactly.
And then just to mess around, he did the whole stiff leg, just like Bronson Arroyo, just messing around, having fun.
Yeah.
And I think it's great because it gets his mind off the fact that his team's losing 16-0. It gets his team's mind off of it. It gets the fans something to look at and laugh because this is their home crowd.
Yeah.
They're sitting there in misery right now. You're really losing this bad against the Marlins? And then he goes out there and does that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You gotta liven it up. Yeah.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Shout out to Hernan Perez. Yeah. I think he's played every position. Except for, like,
Probably.
yeah.
The guy is. He's a Swiss Army knife right there.
Yeah,
Swiss
he
Army
is.
knife.
Yeah, he is.
But I have to just go ahead and kind of take the wheel on this part because this takes me right into my RIP. RIP to Jesus Aguilar, Orlando Arcia, and Manny Pena, who got an out to a utility infielder on the mound that was messing around the entire time.
Wow.
Like, I mean, keep in mind, he did, I think he got a fly out followed by 2 walks, and then it was like a line out and a pop out. He pitched 15 pitches, I believe, 10 for balls, 5 for strikes. But he got the 3 outs.
Yeah.
Like, he got the 3 outs.
They were just swinging then.
Like, can you imagine, though, stepping into the batter's box against an infielder
Yeah.
and getting the out?
I know it happens all the time though. Like there's a lot of infielders who do it. Like, and it's just like they don't expect someone to be pitching like 64 or like I don't know what it is, but yeah, I mean it happens. It happens.
It's kind of like Greinke's his new slow curveball. How he's throwing it just around like 80 miles an hour, just completely catching people off guard.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's amazing.
Rest in peace to them. No, they're not getting hits off of anybody though, so that's just like. I don't know. Jesus Aguilar has been horrible this year.
I expect so much more from him, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, he had 1 good year so far last year. That was it.
That's true.
So, you know. And then at the end of the playoffs, he was already struggling big time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yelich was carrying them. Rest in peace to them.
Yelich is still doing things. Anyway, yeah. Tweets of the day.
Tweets of the day. You got a tweet? I don't have a tweet today.
That's all right. I got 3.
Jeez, all right.
I came prepared. One of them's kind of just a dig at the end. So the first one here, got a tweet from Ryan Spagnoli. It says, Boston sports, 4 teams, championship appearances since 2001, 18. New York, LA, and Philadelphia, 17 teams combined since 2001, 25. It's only 7 championship appearances difference. 4 teams for 17. I mean,
I don't know what you want me to say about that.
I just have to bring it in because
I don't know what you want me to say.
Boston's a sports city, man. I love it.
Yeah, well.
These are actually all Boston related, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Of
they
course
are. They are because
of course they are.
I found like this string. I just couldn't let it go. This other one by Barstool Sabermetrics. It's been 2,772 days since St. Louis last won a major sports championship. It's been approximately 2,808 hours since Boston last won a major sports championship. And now, since I know I'm pissing people off, Backcheck88 here went ahead and tweeted, do people know that Boston sports fans actually love the fact that the rest of the world despises us? Like, that's the fuel that keeps us going. You can see. Misery, and I'm loving it.
Yeah. All right. I don't know what you want to say. I mean, I don't want the people to see me angry, so I'm gonna let it go.
No, I didn't keep track of it, but there was another tweet I saw. Some guy talking about the worst sports fans ever, and number 1 on his list was any Boston sports fans.
Yeah,
said they are worst of all time.
Definitely the worst.
Second
people.
on the list was Vegas Golden Knights fans, and I said, well, dang, I just took the top 2.
Yeah, that's him.
That's what's up. I like it. I like it. So if you disagree with me at all, let me know.
Travis was a Golden State Warriors fan, and then before that, he was a Miami Heat fan, and before that, he was a Laker fan. So that's how you know where he stands. He's a bandwagon.
You know what? I'm still on concussion protocol because I don't remember any of that.
Yeah.
So it's all right.
The Nile isn't only a river in Africa. Is that it for today? Are those your tweets? Are you done praising Boston with all your life? Jesus.
Was that a joke?
It was a joke.
All right. Yes, I'm done praising Boston for now.
Somebody laughed.
For now.
All right.
Bruins, though.
No chance.
They're going to win.
No chance. Absolutely no chance. That streak is going to come to an end. Finally. St. Louis is going to win something.
It won't. I mean, nah. I'll just leave it.
All right. Well, that's been another episode of On the Pitch. We talked about the NBA Finals. Another little recap on some news that came up regarding AD and other free agents soon to be. Talked about the NHL and Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals coming soon.
Had to have some quick shout-outs. Jay Bruce, UCLA softball, Hernan Perez, and rest in peace, our tweets of the day.
And some
And
Boston
go ahead
loving.
and keep hating Boston sports fans because we love it.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I'm going to keep hating. This has been an episode of On the Pitch. My name is Emmanuel Palacios.
And I'm Travis Chepway.